lost your rabbit-ass minds. No, not you the viewer, but some of the bastardized busybody business owners out there. It's not enough because of inflation. The price of food is high as a giraffe's... Well, you know what I mean.
You ready? Then we throwing the money on.
Yes. Bob, amazing. Meow, meow, meow. Yes.
The men need to come healed.
Yeah. What? The women don't need to come.
My thing is, the women need to come healed. But I'm saying, if I'm not healed and you chose to fuck with me still, right. You is
that's
your now.
Yeah.
You're
what I will say in reference to the protect black women is black women have to learn how to respect black men as well.
Right.
And I'm going to say that because a lot of us talk reckless, and then when we are in the face of danger, it's like, oh my God, you're not going to come to my rescue. When sis, you were just telling me ain't no good, deadbeat, ain't my mama ain't, she shouldn't have had me, should have.
Yo, what it do? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor.
What the French toast is there to think about?
And I'm back in the broadcast room yet again. Y'all know it's always another one out here. Always another one. You know, and yeah, shout out to all my subscribers. Real talk, mad love to y'all. You know, definitely trying to, you know what I'm saying, get this good one on in here. You know what I'm saying? Get this good one on in here. We you know, I got a few things I'm going to present tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show y'all some stuff. You know, yeah, we got some complicated things that we're going to talk about. We also got some situations that are, you know, basically, you know, just basically stupid shit. It's basically going to be stupid. And then, you know, we also got some situations that we're going to talk about that's going to actually matter out here in the dating scene. So, you know, it kind of is what it is. You know, we about to get ready, you know what I'm saying, to dive off into this joint. And, you know, yeah, let's check this out right here. See, you know, at this time right here, this is the situation that's going down right now. So, obviously, this family had gotten together, came to this specific restaurant. And, you know, of course, they decided to eat, you know, sit down, do their thing. But, you know what I'm saying, the problem is here is that at the end of the day, they got up, skipped out on the bill.
What the French toast is there to think about?
So we about to dive off into this one. Let's see what's going down out here because, yeah, you know, dining and dashing, you know, hey, that shit ain't cool. That shit is not cool at all.
You old fish-eyed fool.
Surveillance video from inside the restaurant shows a table of 16 people eating and enjoying themselves. Frida's manager, Jesse Gonzalez, says they were one of the last tables seated around 10:30 Sunday night, a half hour before close.
And they came at the last minute, and we didn't think anything of it.
He says they treated themselves, ordering some of the most expensive things on the menu, including $11 margaritas.
Burritos, the hefty grounded burritos, the Frida special steaks, you know, steak and shrimp.
But soon he says the bartender got a whiff of something that didn't smell like grilled steak and peppers.
It was just one guy that was just smoking weed, and we asked him to stop, and I guess he was like the leader of the group, and they just went out and listened to him and made a scene.
There's no sound in the surveillance.
Now, hold on here. You know what I'm saying?
You're a rich girl, and you're going too far, cause you know it don't matter anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, let's just hold on here. So these people, these bats out here, You know, because it's crazy. You know, we got all these bats surrounding this table. I mean, it's like a fucking bat fest out there. You know, look at them. I mean, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? You got every shape. It's just, hold on. I mean, Lord have mercy. What are we doing? What are we doing? Now, these people decided that they were going to go into this restaurant, make these people work hard, basically. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep this real. They got these people in there working hard, making their food, things like that. And, you know, back there sweating and shit, you know, for them to just run out on the check and leave them people without, you know what I'm saying, getting compensated for their service, their labor. You know, it's more to it than you just going there, sitting down, eating food, people. You know what I'm saying? It really is, though. It really is. And you need to respect that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't dish out on no bill like that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be big or small, whatever. You know, if you ain't got the money to be a full-fledged adult, then you just need to sit your ass at home.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Sit your ass at home. You know what I'm saying? How about you cook you something if you got some shit in the refrigerator, hopefully. Some of you motherfuckers don't even make goddamn groceries anymore. It's fucking ridiculous out here.
Video, but at this point, Gonzalez says the group started berating the staff.
They started getting louder and louder, getting upset, started yelling. That's when they started making offenses to the server and telling them, like, come on, come on.
Eventually, one by one, people finish their drinks and leave the table, except for these two women left behind. They didn't seem to be in as much of a hurry. She even carries her blue margarita away from the table and continues to drink it after the group ignores staff and skips out on their $420 bill. Gonzalez says they even pushed one of the...
I mean, hold on. Hold up. This shit is ridiculous. What the fuck was that? What the hell was that? Hold on.
Staff and skips out on their...
Oh, Jesus. Hold up.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud, too.
Wow. I mean, Lord Jesus, it just don't make no sense.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Are you kidding me? Ooh, Lord, they needed some room up in there. They needed some room in that motherfucking restaurant, for real though.
$420 bill.
Yeah, $420 bill. You know what I'm saying? A $420 damn bill. And you mean to tell me between all 3-4 of these 425-pound ass motherfuckers,
toast is there to think
y'all
about?
couldn't come up with $420 goddamn dollars? Somebody better tell me something. This shit is stupid out here. It's ridiculous. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at these whales out here. It's wild. And they have the nerve to steal from a restaurant. And see, that's the problem right there. They have the nerve to steal from a restaurant. They sat down, enjoyed a great meal, enjoyed a decent atmosphere from what it looked like. Then the next thing you know what I'm saying, they started some trouble. One of them dingbat ass dudes that was with a simp ass cat ass motherfucking dude.
Awesome.
I mean, I'm just being real. You know, he decided to fire up some green type substance. You know, hey, we gonna keep it gentle out here. This idiot decided to fire up some weed in the middle of the damn restaurant. And then, you know what I'm saying, basically starting and creating a problem. See, this was their plan from the fucking jump. They was going to kill all they fat asses up in that motherfucker and eat free that whole goddamn day. I mean, hold on. It's ridiculous out here. It's ridiculous right here.
But you old fish-eyed fool.
Speaking of nagging, persistent pain.
Watch it, sucker.
It's crazy out here.
Gonzalez says they even pushed one of the servers in the stairwell. He says he's never seen anything like
and
it.
the dudes ain't no bad.
Walkouts are, hey, they forgot to pay, or they'll come back the next day. Major walkouts like that, that's our first biggest one.
Gonzalez says he thinks they planned the whole outburst, so they could skip out on the bill.
You don't think that they're going to do that, especially on a Sunday night. And
I mean, not only that, what individual in America, in today's society, knowing the laws, everybody that's an adult, these were adults now. These were not, teenagers running up in a restaurant talking about, ordering $400 worth of shit.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
These were grown-ass adults that understood the task at hand, that knew what the business was. They were going out to eat as a group, and they ran up a $420-something tab. You know what I'm saying? Like, they knew what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they set that whole scene up. You know what I'm saying? And they had that idiot-ass dude out there, that simp-ass cat, dingbat-ass fool, fire up some illegal substance in the middle of a damn restaurant to pop it off. Yeah, he was stupid. He was way stupid. Let's keep going.
Yeah, just one guy got them all robbed.
Then they got the guy. Hold on. They got the whole picture of the dude up here that fired up the joint. These idiots are out here crazy. You think you're going into these public restaurants and things like that, and these places don't have cameras in the 21st century? How foolish are you?
And what the French toast is there to think about?
So you thought that you was just gonna run up in there and y'all just was gonna elaborately create this dingbat ass plan to sit there and eat, you know what I'm saying, all this food up and stuff like that, walking up in there like this. You know what I'm saying, walking up in there like that, sitting down, eating food, not gonna pay for it. So you're gonna get your male cousin, whatever kin to them he is, I don't fucking know. To fire up a joint. Man, wow, the stupidity level is real out here. And y'all people need to start understanding this. I mean, the stupidity level is real.
Piled up and they all left at the same time.
The manager says at this point he's not too worried about the money. He's just glad all of his staff is okay. But he does want police to catch the people who did this. So if you recognize anyone in the video, make sure you call Memphis police. In Midtown, Stacey Jacobson.
Oh, Lord, this happened in Memphis.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Wow, this happened in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? And see, it's just crazy to me how people would sit there and, do such things and stuff like that. People get paid at these jobs and they depend on the customer to actually leave the proper payment that they set down and had that meal for. And if it's a restaurant where you have servers and things like that, yeah, tip your server. Tip your fucking server.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
If you ain't got the money to go out and have somebody serve you, you know what I'm saying? Shit, go to McDonald's. IHOP, Wendy's, whatever. I mean, but not IHOP because they have service too. But you know what I'm saying? Wendy's, all the fast food places, go there. If you don't have the proper money to sit down and have a good meal and have somebody, serve you the proper way like it really should be at a restaurant like that. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just purely ridiculous that, you know what I'm saying, people would, really end up in a way like that. Like, that makes no sense. But, hold on here. I'm trying to get to the next joint. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to the next joint here. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? The thing of it is, when we go here next, this situation is about to get a little bit more serious. Obviously this lady right here was feeling herself a little bit too much. Hold on.
A fly girl like me needs security, 'cause ain't nothing going on.
You're a rich girl, and you're gone too far, cause you know it don't matter anyway.
You know, obviously, this lady right here was rich in spirit. She was feeling herself, and she was feeling like she was, could pull anything she wanted. So, we're going to go here, you know what I'm saying, down here to South Florida, and we're going to find out what's happening here. You know what I'm saying? It's a full-fledged safety alert down in South Florida for this particular situation. Now, 10 days ago, seems like, I mean, I'm just reading what's going on here. Former secretary at South Florida High School was arrested. I mean, whoa. I mean, hey. Accused of flirting with student. Listen, whoa. Hold on now. Because we know women are not involved in any of this mess right here. They're not involved. They would never be attracted to somebody so young. Women are so precious, they just won't do that.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
And what is your damage, musclehead? You stupid? You ignorant, or you just plain old deaf?
I mean, I don't know what the damage is, but at the end of the day, we're sitting here discovering, and it's been all over the internet. Things have been coming out since the internet has really just popped off as hard, especially after 2020 when everybody had the chance to sit their dumb asses at home. And all they had was TV and the internet. So, yeah, we've been finding out all sorts of things. And so, obviously, some of these women out here are down bad. I mean, bad. It's ridiculous out here. It's ridiculous. So, we're going to dive off into it. And like I always say, we're going to put these quarters, nickels, and dimes in on the times.
And right now, we have a safety alert. A secretary at a South Florida high school has been arrested. Police say she tried to pursue a romantic relationship with a student. Local 10's Cody Weddle is live in Southwest Miami-Dade with the disturbing details on this one. Cody?
And Chrissy, police are saying that the school secretary just would not stop with her advances. That's even though on one occasion she made the 16-year-old boy so uncomfortable that he says he had a panic attack. A 35-year-old office secretary at Miami-Killen Senior High School arrested, facing felony charges. Miami-Dade police say Vanessa Vigil continually persisted in pursuing a romantic relationship with a 16-year-old student. The alleged flirtatious behavior made the boy feel like he was having a panic attack on one occasion. He described feeling very nervous and uncomfortable, according to the arrest report. Vigil's
Wow.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
She was going in on him. Hey, she was almost ready to take him off. I just, hey. Yo, she out here like this.
Bitch, you're a Dorito. You was never chose. You're a Dorito, bitch. And you're mad that you're not chose. And you never will be chose.
She a whole Dorito bitch out here.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
That's ridiculous. She a whole Dorito. That makes no sense, people. And definitely, we already know if a man got caught in a situation like this, oh my goodness, this would have made national fucking news.
So what's the French toast is there to think about?
This would have made national news. Because we haven't heard about none of this in national news. And it's ridiculous to me that, things like this are not being shown from both sides of the specter, and that women are out here doing such type of treacherous things and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous to me. It's like, we scream this equality bullshit, but we don't give equality news.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
So, it kind of is what it is. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
Advances included unwanted touching. In one incident, as the student bent down to pick up something, she allegedly began tapping his lower back with her nails and said, quote, "I would have bagged you if I was in high school." Parents and others with ties to the school shocked to hear the allegations.
It's pretty disturbing. But it happens with people in power roles. It happens a lot.
Police say the secretary touched the boy a total of 5.
hold on with the power role thing, you know, and I understand where the dude was coming from. Don't get me wrong, but you know, at the same time though, too, you could blame the power role all day too. It's also having to deal with the individual person as well. What type of thought process does this woman have? Or if this was a man out there, what type of thought process does this individual person have to be out there at a school where they're in a strict leadership position, regardless of being a secretary, a principal, teacher, whatever, coach, you're in a strict, you know what I'm saying, leadership position, and you choose to, you know what I'm saying, violate your leadership, you know what I'm saying, like that. You know, that's why they have rules in the army, you know, and things like that. And, you know, that, you know, higher ranking officers cannot date lower ranking officers. It just is what it is. You know, corporate jobs, they have stipulations in their contracts and things like that, it don't make it easy for you to date, you know, just like the army, if you're higher in position at that job, you know, so you're really not supposed to be dating anybody lower than you. So, you know, no, it's a whole messed up scene. And she was freaking this kid out. He didn't know what to do.
5 times, asked for his phone number, gave him a keychain, and even told him she loved him. In one encounter, she allegedly began to caress his face using both of her hands and running her fingernails over the victim's cheeks.
Hey, hold on.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Dude this young man had to be some type of athlete or something at that school. I mean, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. She was really on him. I guarantee you he wasn't a nerd in science class. Yo, hold on.
You old fish-eyed fool.
I guarantee you he wasn't a nerd in science class. He had to be one of them athletes at that school and one of the top athletes at that, you know what I'm saying? But she was freaking him out though. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, you know, it's different day and time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's just, you know, to a young man like that, you know, nowadays, that'll probably be some weird shit. I mean, but it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that's never supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, this woman is probably old enough to be this young man's mother. So, you know, it's a crazy scenario out here. And, you know, this is what's happening in the 21st century.
The student worked as an office aide and therefore had frequent contact with Vigil, according to police.
I'm just shocked. I never imagined that would happen here at school. Both of my children have gone here.
Vigil now faces 5 charges of battery and offenses against a student by an authority figure. And all of that alleged inappropriate touching happened on the arms, on the face, and also on the lower back. Police are also saying that at least one of these incidents was captured on security video. They also say that some other students also observed some of this behavior. We're live in Southwest Miami-Dade. I'm Cody Weddle, local.
Oh, she was bold.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
She was bold, baby. If she fooled around and let other people witness this type of lust that she had for this young man, I mean, basically, because that's what that is. She was lusting after him. Let's just keep it 100 out here. It's just all straight lust. You know what I'm saying? She was ready to get pounded out by the top athlete of the school. Hey, you know, hold on.
Bitch, you're a Dorito. You was never chose. You're a Dorito, bitch. And you're mad that you're not chose. And you never will be chose.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just really is what it is, though. It just is what it is out here. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy that we actually have individuals out here, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, nobody's calling this stuff out. But like I said, though, if this had been a dude, this would have made national news. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We all know the truth out here. We all know the truth. We all know the truth. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely have to call these type of individuals out that, prey upon people like that, prey upon children and stuff. And, we gotta, we gotta let them be known. It's ridiculous out here. But yeah, though. So we about to dive off into this next one. And, man, wow. We're gonna have we're gonna have a great Coach Alini in the building. Shout out to him. We're gonna have the great Coach Alini in the building. CGA is in the broadcast room right now.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Not a damn thing. And so apparently, women, due to the fact that we've been expressing our thoughts on the internet nowadays, and as men, and of course, the women are listening. It is what it is. This is a back and forth conversation out here. We all know this. So, now that we are, saying what we need to say, women are starting to admit to certain things. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm very proud of it.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
I'm very proud of it. I'm glad that, women are starting to admit and understand that the bullshit game's over.
And what is your damage, musclehead? You stupid? You ignorant, or you just plain old deaf? But you old fish-eyed fool.
So, we gonna sit here and we gonna let the great Coach Alini speak and put these quarters, nickels, and dimes in on this time.
How about this one right here? This young lady right here. It says women will never admit this. She's going to hit you real quick. She's going to hit you between the eyes, gentlemen. She's going to tell you a truth I've been trying to tell you. Let's see what she says here.
Settling with you. I have girlfriends in marriages right now who have settled with the nice, safe, secure guy we weren't all that attracted to. We didn't really want that much. We didn't have any chemistry with. We had sex with because we had to. Because the guy we actually felt passion and chemistry for doesn't want us or makes us so emotionally unhinged and erratic that we can't look ourselves in the mirror anymore. Normally, those guys.
Did y'all see the look on this dingbat's face?
And what the French toast is there to think about?
When she said, can't look myself in the mirror anymore. So you can't look yourself in the mirror anymore because at the end of the day, we all know late night, Chad Tyrone had your whole face slathered.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Yeah, you can't look yourself in the mirror. You can't look at yourself. It kind of is what it is out here. Shit's crazy. It's crazy.
Is that we settle for, don't make it happen. To us, it's like, well, damn, if you're putting up with it, well, okay, cool. If you're still here, cool. When you want to go, that's fine. But in the meantime, I got no one else. You're here to give it. Cool. I accept. But my God, I see how pathetic you are. And I will definitely use that to my advantage. Leave you in a heartbeat if someone better came along.
Woo, 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 woo. Now listen, she ain't saying nothing we ain't never told you. She ain't saying nothing we ain't ever told you. Now remember, anything women say, it is because men have opened the door for them to say it, right? If men haven't been talking in this space about this, they would just have kept this a secret. Now, I'm going to show you an example of what she's talking about here because we talked about it earlier in Straggle and Sniggle Theater. And I told you, they will stay up under you. They will stay up under you for as long as they can. Right. But they really ain't there. They're really not there for you. They're there for the resources. So here's the example. You see this right here? Remember when I told you? And I said beta stay in relationships, betas be in relationships right here. This is what I told you. She really ain't got no. She's to the point where she got to humiliate him on the internet. They got to create skids. He got to be the tap dancing monkey. She has no enthusiasm. Guys, they're starting to tell this thing right here. They're finally admitting some of the things that men have been saying in this space for 10 years. And the only reason they're admitting it is because they're hearing us saying it. There's
basically.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like I said once, like I already said though, I'm glad that it's being put out there. I'm glad that the information is being, brought to the forefront. you know, because this is going to actually help to save a lot of men's lives out there, a lot of men's money, a lot of men's hard effort, work, things like that. It's going to save a lot of shit. To be honest with you, a lot of these women out here that are getting on the internet telling these things, they're actually fucking saving the damn day. They just don't know it yet. Or at least they kind of starting to see, you know what I'm saying? Some of them kind of starting to see. It's like, you know, well, why men don't want to date anymore? Why men don't want to, you know, do this and do that and do this and do that? Well, shit, y'all been on the internet all this time, you know what I'm saying, telling us what the biz is. You know what I'm saying? How y'all using foodie dates and how y'all doing this and that. And you know what I'm saying? You're taking innocent men to court for outrageous ass claims and shit. You just out here like,
Bitch, you're a Dorito. You was never chose. You're a Dorito, bitch. And you're mad that you're not chose. And you never will be chose.
I mean, I'm just saying.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud, too.
You got to deal with the mud, too.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
And a lot of you women out there have been praying for rain. I'm just saying.
No longer denying it. And I've been telling you too, man, this is what it is. Let me go ahead and replay her again.
For settling with you. I have girlfriends in marriages right now who have settled with the nice, safe, secure guy we weren't all that attracted to. We didn't really want that much. We didn't have any chemistry with. We had meh sex with because we had to. Because the guy we actually felt passion and chemistry for doesn't want us.
By the way, Chris Rock said this in his stand-up probably 20 years ago. Shout out to Chris Rock. Chris Rock said that. And this is why we deal. This is why really, let me go back to acknowledge Chris Rock. And Eddie Murphy has said this even 15 years before that. But let me acknowledge these brothers because this is what they told us. They said, have you ever caught your woman just looking at you? And it was because you weren't her first choice. All right. So this is one of the reasons why. And this is my help for you, gentlemen. This is one of the reasons why you put up with bullshit. Okay. This is some of the reason why she gives you bullshit. A woman that knows you have leverage and options and you're the one she wants rarely ever give you bullshit. When you're that dude, unfortunately, there's only 10% of men are that dude. Most of them are created through genetics. Some of them made themselves that dude. But when women shit test you, when women test you, when women are petty, when women do stuff that make them hate you, where you leave them and they hate you, you divorce them, they hate you. When they do this, this means they hated you a long time ago.
Pay attention.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
You better pay attention. Because, I mean, it's crazy out here. And that's clearly the fact of the matter. You know, I mean, you can look at, you know, the most recent case is Tyrese and his ex old lady. You know what I'm saying? Samantha Lee. She's all on the internet, you know, now trying to give dating advice, crazy crap like that. It's ridiculous, but she taking this man to clear court, you know what I'm saying, running him up the fucking ringer. It's just crazy out here. Running him through the ringer. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. She right here.
You're a rich girl and you're gone too far, cause you know it don't matter anyway.
A fly girl like me needs security, cause ain't nothing going on but the rest.
That's Samantha Lee right there in a nutshell. You know, and yeah, you know, she carrying this man through the ringer like talking about. She never did really like Tyrese low key. Regardless, she always thought that she was actually better than Tyrese, but at the end of the day, bitch, you ain't who the fuck. We only know you because of Tyrese. Who the fuck do you think you are? Like, I mean, you know, somebody better tell me something out there. But it is what it is, though, man.
They never really liked you or loved you. They were using you. They had an attachment to you. They had a parasitic behavior associated with you. They never really was into you. In fact, I also told you the other day, if a woman you're talking to seriously about something, any subject, ends up talking trash about you after you don't disagree. You be like, well, I don't disagree with you. And she calls you names where you're this, you're that, you're ugly, you're fat, you're bald, you're black, you're ashy, you're dusty. But prior to that was treating you like a friend, or prior to that, you were just disagreeing. If she then says well, you ain't worth it anyway, and you broke and you ugly, and if she follows up with that and you thought you were getting in there with her, she didn't like you at all to start with. She didn't like you, but she was entertaining you. She was messaging you. She was talking to you.
Basically wasting your fucking time.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Just wasting time, It's just, she ain't got nothing better to do in her life. So, she'll waste a few months. She'll waste a couple of years. Hell, push come to shove, she may even waste a decade.
If she starts to do that, she literally would have, she's saving you the heartache and pain. She's already told you she was just trying to find a way to use your monkey ass. That's what she really thought of you before you got into the disagreement. Yep. And I want men to understand that. And that applies from man to woman too. If you approach a woman and you say, blah, 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 and you this and that, let me get your number. And she says no. And then you diss her and you call her funny shape, oblong shape. You start dissing her appearance. Why were you talking to me in the first place? Why did you approach her in the first place? You were looking to use her. Okay. And then when she didn't let you use her, guess what? You start calling her names. So we have to understand that happens to men as well.
Right.
They're only kind of really looking to use you. All right. And so then she's talking about it. This is why we deal with bullshit.
Or makes us so emotionally unhinged and erratic that we can't look ourselves in the mirror anymore. Normally, those
Also, they hate themselves and God, but here we go.
guys that we settle for don't make it happen. To us, it's like, well, damn, if you're putting up with it, well, okay, cool.
There it is. Okay, so she's saying we don't have anything better to do. We don't have the guy we want. We don't have the options that I believe I want. We don't have the fairy tale. All right, you're going to put up with it. They'll waste your time. They'll stay in a marriage 5, 10 additional years before they pull the plug. They don't give a damn. If you got divorced in year 10, she already emotionally divorced you in year 3 or 4. She just rolled out the time. All right, I'm telling you, this is the truth. If your girlfriend broke up with you this year, she broke up with you emotionally last year. She didn't just break up with you this year. She broke up with you in December of 2023. I'm sorry, 2022. She already broke up with you, right? They have nothing better to do, though. That's the other thing about it, until they find it.
I'm just trying to figure out, how can you sit there and just waste people's time? And also, at the same time, wasting your time. Then you come to this epiphany in life. At some point, now all of a sudden, you've been doing this and that and woo-woo, and now you just have to have these children, this family, this and that, and woo-woo, and all of a sudden, your values out the fucking roof and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the dingbats, they don't want to know the truth. They know the truth, but they don't want to acknowledge it. And the sad part about it is that regardless of how they feel, low key, that the man that they actually are with, that actually, they feel like he a gump or he's stupid and this and that and woo-woo and, we'll just use him and stuff like that. That's actually your sexual marketplace right there.
So what the French toast
That's it
is there
right
to think
there.
about?
That's the reason why you couldn't get the dude that you think that you deserve and all this other type of dumbass shit to be with you, is because at the end of the damn day, that's your marketplace value right there. Right there. You think you're something that you're not. And I guarantee you, you're not. Everybody knows where everybody should know their sexual marketplace value, where they lie. You know, not to say that people can't, move further up, but some women are just delusional with their hypergamy shit. Some of them are. Real talk. It's just ridiculous.
Well, if you're still here, cool. When you want to go, that's fine. But in the meantime, I got no one else. You're here to give it. Cool. I accept. But my God, I see how pathetic you are, and I will definitely use that to my advantage. He'd leave you in a heartbeat if someone better came along.
Wow. I hope you guys are taking notes. And again, I don't want you to ever be hateful towards women. You're wasting your energy. You're wasting your energy. Be indifferent with them. They're not worth, and this isn't this put down on them. They're not worth the emotional roller coaster we go through and the waste of energy and time that we go through to try to deal with them. Because she just said, by the time we giving you problems, we're already gone. We're just waiting for the next best option to come along. So really cure yourself, heal yourself. The best way to heal yourself is put you as your God, right? You're your God, not her. Her punani ain't her God. Her punani ain't worth $200 on the marketplace. Okay. Her loyalty is not worth it. What you have to do is be your own God, have your own purpose, have your own measure of who you want to be, and don't become somebody to qualify for her. Because she's going to raise the qualifications once you get her. So become who you are, get the leverage or options, man. And that's how you're going to healthily navigate yourself through this life. All right, here we go right here. We have a woman that's going to say a truth here. Here we go.
Husband says that if his wife expects him to pay all the bills, he expects sex regularly, even if she's not in the mood. He says sometimes he's not in the mood to pay the bills. What do you think?
Say what?
Shit's getting weird.
All right, let me set this up. So I'll play the video. So now you heard it. The man wants more sex from his wife. If she denies it, then he's not going to pay the rent. All right. We've had these arguments before. Now, this black guy here that you're going to see, he's going to play the simp. He's going to be like, how can a man do this? But it's going to backfire on him. This is why I don't engage in simpery like this. Because the guy is going to say, this is a sniveling guy. The guy's going to say what he thinks the internet, this woman wants to hear. You heard the scenario. The man wants more sex from his wife, and he says, if I don't get it, I'm not going to provide anymore. Now, watch the simp do what simps do. Here we go.
Yeah, at no point am I ever going to say that someone has the right to someone else's body. That's just not. There has to be an agreement. We're living under the same house. If you decide not to pay the bills, well, the light's not shining on you either, buddy. Like, what are we talking about? If that person doesn't want to have sex, it takes two to mingle. Okay, how you put it. One, it's like we're forgetting to be humane in that situation. That's a crazy question. But we're forgetting to be humans. Is there certain situations where you have to have a conversation to understand the balance? Yes. But at no point do I get to say, I have money, I own you. At no point.
I think.
Now, let me stop it right there. You see what he did?
That's crazy. See,
what the French toast is there to think about?
Hold on. Because a lot of you men need to understand this.
I don't know whether you notice or not, but you only have your fucking casino because I made that possible. I'm what counts out here. Not your fucking country clubs or your fucking TV shows.
A lot of men need to understand that you're what counts out here. Not their fucking Chanel bags or their fucking foolish dreams. I'm just being honest here. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I don't know, this young man's background that the coach is showing, but, he telling on himself a lot. He has, talking about owning this and that. It's not about owning anything. It's about the unit that's supposed to work together. You know what I'm saying? And if it doesn't work together, it's no way that the unit itself is going to ever run properly.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
everybody gets tired at times, you know what I'm saying, regardless of, I'm talking about just basically being a human being. You get tired, you have tired days, things like that. You know, when you're also in a relationship and you're in a marriage, you know, once you become, you know, in that level right there, I mean, you know what I'm saying, yeah, you gotta, you know, you gotta do what you need to do to make sure your partner's straight, or your husband and your wife, basically, you know, basically.
You see what he did? Oh, buddy, I don't own her and you don't own this. And where are we at? And we're not treating people humane. He tried to simp. Now watch this shit backfire on him. Watch it backfire. Because now women are finally admitting the truth here. They can't no longer hide the games. Some women are trying to hide the games. They're completely naive that men are sharing notes now for the first time in history. Now watch this shit. Watch what she says. Here we go.
In a marriage, two are supposed to become one, which means that you're saying like my body is yours, your body is mine. When you marry someone, you're becoming one with them. And so I think not that anyone should ever feel forced into having sex, but I do think if a woman wants to keep her man happy, that should be an automatic. And I would hope if he is a good man, then the answer would automatically be no. A husband said.
So in essence, she didn't outright agree, but she agreed more closely to the scenario. She literally agreed more closely to the scenario. Then this ninja, he went to the opposite ends to simp. She flipped the script and was like, well, there is a responsibility. Come on. Even the Bible says we are one now.
Play with it.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Now, when people do get married, regardless of what your situation of who you marry and things like that, you know what I'm saying? When people get married, they tend to take the traditional vows of marriage in most cases. I mean, statistically, the numbers, it just is what it is. When people do get married, for better, for worse, rich for poor, things like that, those tend to normally be the vows that people take. So now that we're at this precipice right here in this situation, the thing of it is that this young man reached for a star and fell on hot coal.
What the French toast is there to think about?
But you know what though? But you know what? But you know what? I'm this right here.
You, Al Bundy, are a pig. I repeat, a pig.
Shut up! See, I don't give a rat's ass what you think.
Because at the end of the day, when you become one, you're supposed to work like a well-trained engine, like a fine engine. And, there's going to be times where, be honest with you, he may not even want to give her any. But, hold on. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a problem right there. That's going to be a huge problem.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
When the shoe on the other foot, and, he like, well, baby, I'm too tired for it tonight. You know what I'm saying? Woo-woo. And she done went through all that effort and things like that to put all this on and, the best perfume and, she, the lingerie, all that type of thing. She went through all that. Man, she going to be 430 hot. She going to be 430 fucking hot that you don't want to go to Pound Town. Play with it.
She doesn't have her own separate body. This is according to her. The Bible says our bodies are one. So she does have an obligation to do what she has to do. But this is what I'm talking about. Ninjas be simping and then thinking the woman's going to agree and she's going to give him e-sleeve. Oh, you're a good guy. But women now can see weakness in men. And now they can, because they're showing you, we don't like weak men. We only want the top 10, 20% of men. Hell with all the weak dudes. and she literally got that dumb, goofy ass simp. I wish I would have saw his reaction, but let me play it all the way through uninterrupted.
Says that if his wife expects him to pay all the bills, he expects sex regularly, even if she's not in the mood. He says sometimes he's not in the mood to pay the bills. What do you think?
Say what?
Shit's getting weird. Yeah, at no point am I ever going to say that someone has the right to someone else's body. That's just not. There has to be an agreement. We're living under the same house. If you decide not to pay the bills, well, the light's not shining on you either, buddy. Like, what are we talking about? If that person doesn't want to have sex, it takes two to mingle. I don't care how you put it. One, it's like we're forgetting to be humane in that situation. That's a crazy question. But we're forgetting to be humans. Is there certain situations where you have to have a conversation to understand the balance? Yes. But at no point do I get to say, I have money, I own you. At no point.
I think in a marriage, two are supposed to become one, which means that you're saying like my body is yours, your body is mine. When you marry someone, you're becoming one with them. And so I think not that anyone should ever feel forced into having sex, but I do think if a woman wants to keep her man happy, that should be an automatic. And I would hope if he is a good man, then the answer would automatically be no. A husband.
Hey.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
I wish they had showed his face too. I would have loved to see the look on this young man's face when she came back with that interesting topic that she just, well, not topic, but interesting answer that she said. I mean, seriously, because that's what that is. When you get married, that's what that is. You supposed to become one. So, it's an obligation and a duty that both people are supposed to do for each other. That's just how that goes in that particular situation. So you can't be out here like this.
Bitch, you're a Dorito. You was never chose. You're a Dorito, bitch. And you're mad that you're not chose. And you never will be chose.
But you old fish-eyed fool.
You can't be out there being a fish-eyed fool. That makes no sense. And that's just the thing. That is just the thing right there. That, we stir the pot and boil the fires. That you gonna sit here and try to tell me or convince me that, all that I'm putting in, I'm doing my part as the significant other, whether it be male or female, because it could work both ways. But I'm doing my part. And then now, when I get a little raunchy one day and I want to enjoy the extra love that's supposed to come from my, significant other, they got a problem with it, and it's not gonna,
And what the French toast is there to think about?
I just don't have to do this. I don't have to get out of my own way or my own feelings to perk myself up to do anything for my fucking significant other. I don't have to do that shit at all. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that at all. When you're supposed to be one, but that's, hey, it just is what it is on that factor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to tell y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how that goes. If you're going to sit there, you're going to be in a marriage. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about you and how you feel and things like that. Now, if your significant other is truly ill, some, major disease or something like that, cancer or, certain things, that actually are real life, reasonable or, things to be, understanding that your significant other can't engage in you intimately, that's understandable. But just because, I just don't feel like, or, to be honest with you, 9 times out of 10, you married somebody that you really weren't interested in the first damn place. And you just decided to play the game so you can get the resources.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Then, oh, well, you decided to play this game. It is what the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? You need to do your part. Or you need to get the fuck on, B. Or you need to get the fuck on. You know, and it just is what it is out here. You know what I'm saying? And I find it truly sad that people out here playing so many of these dingbat ass games with each other, and it's not going to make for anything decent or good. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I got to check the comments. I hadn't even checked the comments. You know, oh, what's good, Willie Walker? What's going down, baby? You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you're still on here, brother, I haven't had the time to check none of these comments. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had time to check none of these comments in a hot second. You know, I'm still getting used to StreamYard, low key. I'm still getting used to StreamYard. I know. I need to I need to do better. I'm still getting used to StreamYard though. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know, now that women are really telling us, you know, the deep secrets and things like that though, these are the times that, you know, we as men, we need to, you know what I'm saying, start really being more engaged and talking to one another and helping to spread the message between each other. Like, you know what I'm saying, to be honest with you, I look at, you know, the internet for men is like one big barbershop if we actually play this game right. If we actually play this game right, it's like one big fucking barbershop. You know what I'm saying? And if we move right, maneuver right, communicate together, push out those men that we know are not, you know what I'm saying, wanting stable societies or stable communities or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not going to be able to go.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
You know, and in the 21st century, a stable community doesn't necessarily also mean that, you know, you have to, you know what I'm saying, like, just conform to certain things. Like, you need to have some type of guidelines or structure or something that's going to, you know, hold it. What basically is a foundation. You know, a foundation is something that's structured and guidelines. So, you know, yeah, we just, you know what I'm saying, we all got to kind of get into it. But I truly believe that I'm liking the fact that women are out here telling us what the business is. I'm glad they're telling us they don't want to go to Applebee's. I'm glad they're telling us they don't want to go to the Cheesecake Factory or whatever. You know, they won't do this and they're not doing this and they're not doing that. I'm glad that they're telling this. You know what I'm saying? This is nice to know. I'm glad that they're telling on themselves. I really appreciate that information because that information is going to carry us as men into the future to know what we need to do to keep ourselves in a safer position against the dingbats, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, the laws. You know, for any men out there that are trying to gather as much resources as they possibly can, you know, you have to understand this. This is not, you know, just talking points on the internet. This is actual serious information. Women are telling you the truth out here on the internet. They're telling you what they're thinking. They're telling you what actually motivates them. They're telling you what they actually need, want, or don't want, or this and that, woo the woo, what the fuck ever. But they're telling us as men, and okay, cool. But, you know, it's also go up to the women that have been, you know, actually been keeping silent so long now. You know, I'm starting to see also a lot of women that are on the opposite end of the spectrum as far as how the loud voice of women have been thinking with the, you know, y'all know the loud voice, WAPs and all this, and you know, the loud voice women. You know, they're very loud. They're very loud. They're very fictitiously proud. And I say it that way because low key, deep down inside, they still want some man to love them too. You know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj, she got her husband, but she this and that woo as well. Meg Thee Stallion. Look at Tory Lanez. He locked up in a jail cell somewhere, ducked off. They done ducked his ass off because he dealt with a bat that didn't have enough self-control to carry herself properly in polite society.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
So now, you know, yeah, it's wicked out here. And we have to maintain ourselves as men and stay out of the wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. That means, you know, the people that are out to use people, the people that are out to, you know, do other things, to any hurt, harm, or danger to a degree. You know, and that's just it. You know what I'm saying? That's just it, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, kind of is what it is, though. You know, hey, shout out to all my subscribers out there. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like, share, subscribe, the subscribe button. You know, my bad. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell that you'll be notified whenever I decide to post things. And you know what? Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to carry you on out. You know, real talk. Like I always say.
And that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.